So Friday we had a bachelor party for Chuck Norris. I'll give you the rundown on that. A lot of fun. Even
yeah,
Jackie
I never
was there.
even got to see Chuck. Is he still getting married?
Chuck showed up only about a half. When he called us, he was sitting in a hotel room in Detroit. He had a private jet. This is how great private jets are. He got there about 20 minutes after I got there.
You're kidding.
No.
Unbelievable.
And you left here pretty early.
Yeah, what did you say about 20 minutes, Jackie?
I don't know. We got there after you, and he was there when we walked in.
Yeah, he got there ahead of Jackie.
I couldn't believe it.
Jackie only had a few blocks to go, and Chuck beat him.
Chuck got married at the bachelor party, not to his, not to his fiance,
Not
but
to his fiance.
Yeah, two of the girls.
A couple times.
It was a double wedding.
Yeah, he had a great time. We got there, I had this head of Sally Jesse Raphael with me. It was great. All the girls were like, well, what are you going to do with that? I go, well, I'm going to be with this.
And they said...
He said, well, don't you want to be with any of us and watch us dance? I said, no.
Priorities.
Playing hard to get.
No, it was great. We got right there. Chuck wasn't there. I said, who cares if Chuck's here? Let's have the girls.
Did they know it was the Chuck Norris bachelor party?
Yeah, they didn't even care. They don't care whose bachelor party it is. Because, like, when he came in, they were like, well, where's the bachelor boy? And I go, oh, he's right there. They go, oh, okay.
All right. I just wonder what happens when a Chuck Norris has a bachelor party. Nothing at Scores, huh?
No. Every man is Chuck Norris at Scores.
I'm walking around the streets, and every guy I see is screaming at me, where's Scores? What's the address?
Yeah.
Like they're going to get in.
And Jackie barely got in.
Yeah, seriously.
I know. It was mobbed.
And that guy at the front, man, he was about 20 feet tall. They
have Lurch at Scores who guards the front door.
Scariest accent on the planet.
I know. He's like real pissed off. The guy was like 6'12".
Oh, dear.
He was really 7 feet tall, at least.
He was huge.
Because he was towered over me. You feel like a girl next to him.
You had to look up to him.
Yeah.
Now that's tall.
Big bouncer. So I don't know, we got there, and then they hand you some funny money, and the girls are in love with you immediately. And Ronnie has
What, do you walk around with the money showing?
Ronnie, the limo driver, has a girl who always dances for him, Michelle.
So he got her again? That's the
No,
girl you want.
I got her.
Oh, you did?
And he got mad because I had her.
Well, how'd you make that move?
I said, you come here. You have to come here. I'm Howard Stern.
You grabbed her first.
Yeah. Ronnie was all upset, but then I let her go over to him. Well, she's hot, man. I'd marry her in 2 seconds.
Ronnie was yelling at her. We're not friends no more. He told her.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, come on, Ronnie. He was kidding around with her.
She really likes Ronnie.
Well, he gives her all his money.
Well, I gave her all my money, but she didn't like me as much as she likes Ronnie.
She liked you a lot. I went to get a dance with her after you did.
Yeah.
And I had to wait for 5 minutes for her to pick up all the money you gave her.
I know.
She said you kept crumpling it, putting it in her hand.
No, I put it in her G-string.
Oh. Well, it was really dark.
Yeah, you tuck it in the G-string.
It was really dark. You must have given her a lot because she was picking it up for a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
What, is there a hole in her G-string? It kept falling out?
I gave her so much money that it all fell out of her G-string, and then she said, well, here, hold on to it. So I crumpled it up, and I stuffed it in my shirt. So, and then I had to give it to her at the end, so she had a whole big pile of money.
She was like ironing it.
Yeah, I know. I'm way too generous, but at least it's not my money, so what do I care?
Hey, can I address an issue at the party before everybody starts hammering me about it?
Yeah.
Everybody was complaining that they were. First of all, take a guess how much money we went through?
$25,000.
$28,000. $25,000 was the budget. We went over budget, then they dipped in.
Yeah,
right.
$28,000.
We went over budget.
$28,000?
Yeah. Not including food.
Not including food. Not including paying the DJ, turning on the lights.
Right.
Bouncers, the hat check girl.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So here's what happened.
All I know is Chuck Norris. What was Chuck drinking?
He's drinking this really weird thing. It was iced tea, Grand Marnier, and like vodka or something.
Yeah, well, all I know is I saw Chuck, and I said, Chuck, you're a bachelor. Take off your shirt. So he whipped his shirt off, and then I left Chuck half nude, laying on a couch, and I said, Chuck, did you have a good time? He grabbed me, started making out with me. Started kissing me. He goes, this is great.
It happens in there.
I'll tell you, man.
You start falling in love with men.
You do.
You kiss anything that moves.
All I know is I was on a couch making out with Chuck Norris at the end of the night. No tip.
You know,
you didn't dance.
No.
You left, right?
Threw something in my G-string, but
you left at whatever time it was that you left.
I had to leave early, so.
Well, wasn't that early?
No, it was like 2 o'clock when I left.
It was like
because I got home at 3.
It was like 2:15.
Yeah.
And then I left at 2:40.
Chuck was there.
Still there.
Chuck was the last one to leave.
Chuck might be there now.
Chuck's my hero. Chuck was a good guy. Because Chuck's like you think about it. Chuck's a big movie star and everything, and he's got a hit television show and all that. Like, he walked in, he just got right into the spirit of it. No hassle, you know, not like, wasn't uptight that there were, like, new guys around and stuff. And
so he didn't even care?
No, no one was paying attention to him.
Did you meet his friends?
Yeah, there were a bunch of old guys.
Well, no, it was one old guy and then 2 young guys, and the one young guy, looked a lot like his brother, but I knew it wasn't.
No, the one young guy. No, that was his kid?
That was his kid.
He was partying with his kid?
Yeah, that was his son.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He was like sort of blonde-haired. He was wearing a striped
Well, nobody
shirt.
introduced anybody.
Howard, how could I? You
who
were
cared?
already buried. How
I know, who cared?
You?
I'm busy with girls. I don't care it's Chuck Norris.
I could tap you on the shoulder while you're getting
Yeah, here's Chuck's son. I walked out, there was some guy with Chuck, and it was this guy, and he wasn't even coming into the party because he was Chuck's assistant, and he was told to stay outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I felt kind of bad for him.
Yeah, he had his kid's friend, then an older guy that was one of Chuck's good friends.
All right, well, who sprayed the silly string?
One of the girls was spraying it.
No, I think it was Ralph.
Well, he might have gotten a hold of it, but one of the girls brought it in.
That was a bad move.
I know.
What happened there?
Somebody had a can of silly string that had gone bad. I didn't know. Evidently, silly string can go bad.
It has a freshness date.
Yeah, because you know when you shoot silly string and then it like becomes string?
Yeah.
This stayed wet and gooey. And all of a sudden, I got the silly string all over my ass. Now, when I go to strip clubs, I don't like to come home to my wife with anything strange on my ass.
You're right, right.
You know what I mean? You don't want to come down
Why
out of
was
the...
your ass exposed?
Right.
No, I mean on my pants. On my pants.
Oh.
The ass of my pants.
But, of course, if you go home with it on your ass, in your wife's imagination, there's some girl rubbing it
Yeah, rubbing it onto your pants and your butt or something. And I'm like, why were you shooting silly string, dickweed? You know what? You're banned from the next party. How's that? That's going to teach you a lesson. Seriously, you're banned.
I was playing with it. I didn't shoot
but
you.
dude, nobody, you know, Ralph's a weird dude. Ralph wants to go to Scores. He can't wait to go to Scores. It's his big day to go to Scores. So what does he do? He's either in the bathroom with a bunch of guys, like smoking a cigarette, or he's running around with cans of silly string, or he's walking around like he's trying to hang out. You know, he doesn't want to seem like desperate.
He doesn't want to be like the other guys sitting on a couch with women surrounding.
It takes me a little while to settle in. I have to have a drink.
Yeah, you have to settle in.
I have to settle in.
I got to tell you, after you left, you didn't even wait to go to the bathroom to smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, well, it's like, you know, dude,
what are you doing?
Why don't you mellow out, man? What are you spraying silly string for?
I didn't bring it, and somebody was spraying me, and I picked up a can and
you had to spray
it.
me.
I didn't spray you.
Yeah, no, that's why I had silly string all over my ass.
There were 3 cans of it. Don't blame. I wouldn't spray you, man.
And who lit off the stink bomb?
That's what was going to be my next question.
I thought it was Ross.
No, me and Ross were getting girls on the other stage dancing.
Was it one of Chuck's friends? Because some guys never
Ross would light it off because, A, he doesn't get into that sort of stuff because he's too busy.
You don't light it? Who lit the stink bomb?
Wow.
Just tell me, give me the name.
About it. I don't know the name. I really don't. I have no idea.
You don't know the name.
I don't know the name.
Was there anybody there you wouldn't know? What was that all about?
Well, the only new guys were Chuck's guys.
No, so you missed it. A whole group of people came in.
Yeah.
I think you missed this whole thing. There was a woman that came in that had to be 60
That was the owner of Score's mother.
The owner's mom, and then she was with a couple of guys.
She wanted to meet Chuck.
Was that right?
Yeah, but you want to know something, man?
She stayed the whole party.
She did?
Yeah.
That's not cool.
How did that happen? That's not supposed to happen.
Somebody said she just came in and was going to leave right away because
No, that's not cool.
Fun.
She was there for about an hour.
No,
maybe
that's not cool.
You don't want to meet somebody's mother at your bachelor party.
No, that sucks, man. You tell Lonnie that can't happen again.
That was really weird.
Yeah, I mean, I heard about that. What is she doing there? I don't care if it's the owner's mother. No one wants someone's mother there.
I felt like a pig. You know, I'm trying to get a dance.
Well, you should anyway.
Should have let her dance.
I asked Lonnie if she danced.
But there wasn't anybody else there that we didn't know, and I couldn't imagine.
Well, I don't think she lit off.
I was going to say, do you think Mom's lit off a
But who would light off a stink bomb? Like, what idiot? This party's so hard to get into. Well, wait a minute. I just got the answer.
Who?
I mean...
20 Chuck's people.
No, who would light off a stink bomb?
Neil.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know that he did it.
Right.
But out of anybody we know, who would do it?
Neil.
Can I tell you? You know what? You're probably right, because Neil was really pissed off. Neil was mad at Gary in some way because something came up on the air about him asking for too much money, and so Neil's like, I'm not asking him for any money, and Neil was really pissed off. So you know what?
Right.
It probably was Neil.
I don't know what was going on. I was oblivious to all of this.
Think of the list of guys, right?
You didn't even smell the stink bomb?
No, the stink bomb pissed me off because I cut into my Scores time.
Cleared out the place.
You know, it was great. I didn't even smell it. I was in the other room.
It reeked. Yeah, you're in the other room doing God knows what. We finally get to Scores, and you're in the other room.
No, me and Ross had 2 girls on the stage dancing for us.
On the stage?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, stage.
Good.
I was sitting there with Ralph, and he had the can of silly string. He tried to, like, get me to shoot Chuck.
Because he's a dick. You're a dick, Ralph.
I didn't try it.
With a silly string.
Like, go ahead, shoot Chuck. Go ahead, do it.
Yeah, I'm not shooting.
You know what, Ralph? Thanks, man.
You were stupid enough to shoot him.
I invite Chuck. You know what, Ralph?
I'm not stupid enough.
You've proven to me that you're not capable of hanging around with people. Chuck's a friend of mine, and you're going to start shooting him with silly string. He's not into that. I wish he would have karate'd your ass. I wish he would have just like gotten up like in one of his movies and just like hit you in the nose. You can of silly string, little girl.
I didn't bring him in. There was
a little
cans.
girl with a can of silly string.
It was fun, man.
Yeah.
I was shooting.
Yeah. Well, you'll have fun sitting out the next one.
I didn't shoot you.
Punishment.
Get some silly string and pretend you.
Why are you blaming me that I'm shooting you? I didn't shoot you, man.
You said you had it. You shot me with silly string.
I did not. There were 3 cans. I didn't shoot you. I wouldn't do that to you, Wolf. I love you.
So, Howard, here's the issue I'd like to address. A lot of the guys were complaining that they didn't get as much money as usual.
Yeah.
Which is true, and I'm going to explain to you why right now.
Because you have more guys.
Well, first of all, not only were there more guys, but when I get an envelope of money, I just dig in, and I take like a third of it. I just hand it to you. Then I hand out the rest of it.
Right.
This time I had to take a third of it, hand it to you, and do the same thing for Chuck. Because Chuck's a big celebrity.
Right.
So the money didn't go as far this time.
Right.
You know, so everyone's
Even
going,
at $28,000.
We went
All
to,
I know is
man.
those girls ended up with $28,000 split up.
It was
between
the first time I ever saw Lonnie. Like, usually Lonnie goes, whatever you want, you need more. And then I got to a point, Lonnie goes, really, you're out already?
He couldn't believe it.
There was 28,000. I think Michelle got 8,000.
Well, yeah. Well, she's a special girl.
And everybody, of course, took a wife this time again.
Yeah.
Well, how many girls were there? Were there still the group of girls sitting by the buffet?
Let me tell you something. There was a girl that Greg was talking to last time. When she walked in, she's like, oh, I'm so glad you're here. I was hoping you were going to be here. And they talked for 2 hours.
Yeah.
What's his deal? He sits there for 2 hours and talks to
Hey,
him.
dude, what do? You sit there with silly string and spray guys.
Yeah, but at least I'm getting some naked girls, too. I mean.
I don't know, man.
But Rich had it. You know, Rich that's in the back, he had his wife, and Billy had his wife.
Yeah.
You know, the guys get their wives.
Yeah. And I'm busy fighting a limo driver for Michelle.
Some of the guys sit at the bar.
I mean, what is this?
Did you see that? Some of the guys just sit at the bar the whole time.
I know, I don't get that.
And then
I don't get any dancing.
And then I ask them, do you need more money? And they say, yeah, but I haven't seen them leave the bar, so I don't know how they're spending it.
Some guys are way too relaxed.
Is it an open bar? Are they spending
No, it's
money
an
on
open
drinks?
bar. It's an open bar.
I don't know. Everyone, it was a bachelor party. Nobody talks to each other. Chuck was there, but he might as well not have been. It was a great party.
He was like the last one to leave. It was me and
Chuck. All I know is I left him shirtless and making out with me. And that beard scratches.
Oh.
Anyway, I got to take a break. It was fun. We had a good time.
You know what kind of sucks though? Like some of the girls.
There's nothing there sucks.
Well, you're absolutely correct. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Some of the girls like don't make that much money. Some of the other girls, and they sit there and they talk to you like, oh, I'm only made this, I made that.
Yeah, well, that's obnoxious.
I'm like, oh, it kind of makes you feel bad. You just want to get more money, just give it to them.
Tell them you make nothing and you work all year.
Shut up.
You're an intern.
But you know what happened? You know, Lonnie said to me, if any of the girls are doing what they did last time, he instructed all the girls not to double and triple team people.
Yeah.
So, of course, we all knew what to do. He said, if any of the girls give you a hard time, let me know. Chuck's son's friend was there like 5 minutes, and these 3 girls got on him. He came over and he's like, do you have $428?
Yeah, right.
And I was like, listen, I said to the girls, don't do that. She's like, well, we're his friend. And I was like, well, if you're his friend, why do you keep charging him $20 a song?
Yeah, right.
Some friend.
$400.
He was down like $400 in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I know. You go through it quick.
It could go quick.
Yeah, Lonnie's got to instruct the girls. They can't hit us up for that much money. We don't, you know.
Well, what are you going to do? What is the punishment for a girl who does that?
Well, the girls kept trying to dance 2 and 3 at a time for me, and I said no. But then they do this move where they sit down next to you and they start talking to you while the other girl's dancing. They start yapping in your ear.
Well, here's the
they sit on both sides. You especially.
I know. They drive me nuts. I'm like,
what are they yapping about?
They start talking about the girls dancing. They ask me questions. Like, you know, and I can't get into it. I mean, it's like, leave me alone.
But you want to check out what was a really weird move? These 2 girls came up to me, and they said, we want to dance for you together. And I said, you know what? I can't concentrate on 2 at a time.
Right, that's what I said.
So the girl got bummed out, and they left. I said, no, just one. And they said, no, if you don't take both of us, you can't have either of us. I said, okay, you know, there's only 50 others of us.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm bummed.
If you don't take both of us.
But they were like, you know, they were hardballing me.
Wow.
You know that Michelle, was she talking to you about her boyfriend or something at some point?
Well, I asked her about her boyfriend. But listen, what's the difference? I might as well know everything.
Yeah. I don't know, you're like interviewing her.
I am. I end up interviewing them. They all make me nervous.
Yeah, you want something to say.
The weird thing is the ones who are big fans of the show, they say to me, they're like dancing and everything, and, you know, they're like right near me, and then they go, so how old is Jackson now? And I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah.
Shut up. I want to know nothing.
Yeah. Some of them ask me about my wife and my kids.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's pretend like I don't have a wife and kids.
Let's
like
pretend
maybe
you don't have a boyfriend and I don't have a wife.
Yeah. Now let's have some fun.
I'm paying you enough.
All right, Dick Brain, take a hint. Everybody else left.
I'm leaving.
All right. Spray him with some Zilly string.
Zilly.
So anyway, that was the Chuck Norris bachelor party. It was no different than all the other parties, except Chuck Norris was there and nobody noticed.
Right, he was just another one of the guys. Yeah. I wish Chuck would call in and tell us what a good time.
Yeah. He was thanking me over and over again.
Yeah, but something formal.
He was pretty loaded. All right, what does he drink? Iced tea and what?
Grand Marnier and vodka? Is that what you said?
Somebody said that. That's potent.
How long were you there, Jack? I only saw you for about 15, 20 minutes.
I saw you for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, but what happened?
I left at 2 o'clock.
Oh, I left around there. 2:30, I think.
Well, I'm glad Jackie made it.
Yeah, he made it.
It was great. But there's no interaction with you. I never even hardly saw
There's no interaction with anybody.
So, I know, there's like 90 people.
You interact with him all week. What
yeah, who wants to...
Who's
She
complaining?
said, hey, let's have a party and talk to one another.
Let's discuss politics. It's fun to see the look on Chuck's face. Though. Like, he got up every once in a while and he just like...
He was happy.
Shell-shocked.
Yeah.
So this was a good bachelor party.
Chuck goes for Oriental girls. Did you notice?
I know. Of course I know.
Yeah. That's his thing. You know, because that's where he learned karate.
He fought in Korea, too, no?
Yeah.
They get him angry.
They do. I think I saw him kill a few.
Oh, stop it.
We had one on either side down.
Yeah, he likes Oriental. That's his thing. That's his whole thing. Sukiyaki girls.
Me so funny.
For Chuck Norris. You go home to your white girlfriend, but you come here to us.
Funny.
That way he was with them a long time.
Yeah, he likes the Asian thing. That's it.
Maybe he couldn't get away. You never know.
Hey, he knows how to get away. He got away from that first wife, didn't he?
It was karate.
One of the owner's mother walked in. She must have been about 60, 70 years old or something. I don't know, some old bag. She walked in.
Well, how's that to talk about the poor old woman?
Yeah, well, I didn't even see her, so I don't even know if she's an old bag. But I assume we're saying some old woman's there. Neil goes up.
Every head turned. It was very weird.
And Neil goes up to Chuck Norris and goes, "Hey, isn't that your first wife?"
No, he didn't go up to me. He like yelled it across.
Yeah, it's Chuck's first wife.
That's Chuck's first wife.
Oh man, what happened then?
I don't know. I think Chuck brought Neil into the bathroom and karate him. He did ninjutsu on him.
I would have tipped him.
All right, let's take a break, and then we'll be back right after these words.